show you some pretty cool things, right, Chris?
Yeah, you think you got some cool knives at home? Guess what? You're mistaken, because there are thousands of cool knives on display today in Phoenix.
Absolutely. So we brought in Mike Mooney. We're talking about the knife show. It's a big event happening, but I am just so intrigued by all the knives that you brought in here and the different variety of knives.
It's kind of like an art show, more than a knife show, you know?
It really is.
Yeah.
And there's something for everybody. You can get a $10 knife there. You can get a multi-$1,000 knife there.
Talk about some of the knives that you have here showcasing. I mean, some of these are really intricate and cool.
Right over here, Rosemary.
We can see this one.
Rosemary, look at that.
This is one that I won in a raffle, as a matter of fact. It's a collaboration knife made by a bunch of guys in an organization called the Professional Knife Makers Association.
Oh.
And I won the raffle, so that was good.
Wow.
That's probably about a $1,500 knife.
Whoa.
Some of these are expensive
They
knives,
are.
thousands of dollars, right?
Sure.
How maybe what's the highest you've seen?
Oh, there are knives that have sold for over $100,000.
No
Whoa.
kidding.
Yeah.
What, Mike,
Very
what
high
makes knives more expensive than the others? Of course, this is so intricate and beautiful right here. This is quite unique. But when you see something like this, to be honest with you, I'm ignorant in the subject. So, so what am I looking at here, and what makes the price difference?
For starters, materials and workmanship is really what it's all about. So the finest materials, and then these are handcrafted heirloom items made one at a time. They're one-of-a-kind pieces.
Right. So folks are going to get a chance to see these at the show.
Yes.
Also, you're going to do some sharpening there, kind of showing that off, and you have some things to do right there
Please
as well.
educate me on this as well, Mike. How do we properly do it?
This is a knife that we're going to raffle off at the show. That knife is worth about $1,150, and it was made by 4 very well-known craftsmen here in Arizona.
That's gorgeous.
And for a $10 ticket, you could win that knife.
Wow. Okay,
Very
there
cool.
you go.
What's the do's and don'ts of sharpening, Mike?
Sharpening really, there's really one critical act. It's very simple, but it's not easy. It takes some practice, and it has to do with maintaining a constant angle on the stone. So as you're making strokes, you're removing material from the edge bevel, and as you're doing that, coming back to exactly the same angle is really critical, which is why there are lots of tools on the market which make it easier to maintain an angle.
Okay, and these can get pretty sharp.
Oh yes, you can get that edge down to a very refined edge by going to finer and finer stones.
Can we put the sharpness to a test?
I know, we have to do that because we're running out of time.
Let me get out of the way.
We'll get out of the way. This is the sharpest knife you have. How sharp is it?
It's pretty sharp.
All right,
that's not a knife. This is a knife.
Exactly. Here's an example. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
You sliced right through those. And just look at these. I mean,
it's a perfect cut.
that was a pretty perfect cut.
Now, if you try this at home, kids, make sure you recycle your bottles. Be very careful.
Parents around. Maybe don't try it at home. Go see it at the knife show, though. Give us the details. We'll put that information
I think it's right there on the screen.
It's the Shriners Auditorium right down the street. We're 9 to 5 today and 9 to 3 tomorrow, and we've got pretty much everything you can imagine in the way of knives and cutlery.
$5 admission for adults. Kids 16 and under are free. Mike, what? I'm speechless. What an impressive display here. Thanks for waking up with us and coming in this morning.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
We will be right back and head out to the knife show.